front of the Oakland County Circuit Courthouse where the Miller hearing started. The Miller hearing to determine how much time in prison Ethan Crumbley, the Oxford High School shooter, will get. After day one, it seems that there's two strategies going on here. The prosecutor wants Ethan Crumbley to do life in prison without parole. And so she's talking about the crime itself and how brutal and planned that crime was. While the defense attorney is trying to make the argument that Ethan Crumbley, only 15 years old, he just didn't really know what he was doing. Now, the most damaging testimony, something that we have not heard before, was a recording, a video recording, although we only heard the audio portion of it today, made by Ethan Crumbley himself. It was just like he was in the courtroom testifying. And what the audio said was just, I don't know, for lack of a better word, it was chilling. He basically said that he was mentally depressed. This is Ethan Crumbley's own words, that he was being brainwashed by the government and schools, but he had a plan to kind of rectify all that he would put a bullet in the skull of as many people that he could hit at Oxford High School. And he said he had demons that he was hearing, and he would use a 9mm gun. Then he would flee the school, and at the end of the recording he said, "Sorry, Mom and Dad." You're going to hear portions of that right now. You're also going to hear from a teacher that testified who was shot on that day. And then finally a detective who basically is trying to put this whole case together. Take a look.
I'm going to open fire on everyone in that hallway. The hallways are too jam-packed. I will try and hit as many people as I can. I will reload, and I will find people hiding. I'm going to teach them a lesson. I'm sorry that their families have to go through this, but it's for the right of humanity.
I had sent my husband a text message that just said, "I love you, active shooter."
Okay. Did he respond?
He did.
What did he say, if you remember?
He said, "Just get safe."
And what did you say?
I didn't respond to that. That was about the time that I realized that I was bleeding. I could feel blood on my arm.
I remember seeing kids just standing around like they looked like zombies almost, like they didn't know. And they were telling us to get everybody inside, and I remember putting my hand on a couple kids, like trying to direct them, like, come on in, trying to be sensitive to the traumatic event they just went through. I didn't want to force anybody, and I put my hand on a couple people, and they just stood there. They didn't move.
I tell you, let me just say something about the people in the audience. There were a lot of victims in the courtroom today. Basically, when a lot of the testimony was playing, you could just hear the cries. There was a lot of tears shed. As far as Ethan Crumbley, he basically sat at the counsel table pretty much with his head down, really not saying anything to his attorneys, to anybody else at all. He had one hand free. He was in shackles, and that's the way he's going to attend the hearing. It really does seem to me that this is going to boil down to whether the crime is going to outweigh the factors to send him away to life in prison, or when the defense presents its case, that'll be tomorrow, to try to somehow mitigate the fact that he was just 15 years old, and whether or not his youth, did he really know what he was doing? But after today, it's going to be a tough call. Judge said he's going to issue a written opinion. That's what he'll do. He will call us all into court, but the decision will not come tomorrow. It will probably come within the next few weeks or so. An amazing hearing, both legally and emotionally. I'm live out in front of the Oakland County Courthouse. I'll send it back to you guys.